Should you quit junk food entirely? It's one of the biggest health dilemmas people face every day. And the wrong move can cost you years of yo-yo dieting because you've heard two opposite rules. One, go all in on a strict diet, or just practice moderation. But both can be wrong depending on your situation. My name is Jolanta. I'm a 19-year potato chip addict who finally found a way out. In this video, I'll show you 1% mindset so you will not waste any more of your willpower or lock yourself into the wrong path. So why do we keep falling into this perfect diet trap? It's because we underestimate the cost of failing. According to Renew Bariatrics, 95% of these diets end up failing, often leading to a rebound effect where you regain everything and even more. But the math gets even scarier when we look at restriction. People who strictly ban specific foods witnessed a 133% surge in overeating those very items once the ban was lifted. Instead of making progress, you are borrowing willpower at a rate that your brain can't afford to pay back. Within 2 years, 83% of dieters end up gaining back more than they lost. Following a rigid plan without running these numbers can backfire, leaving you with slower metabolism and more cravings than if you would just focus on a 1% change. To show you how it works in the real world, let's look at my timeline. For nearly 2 decades, from age 10 to 29, I was a daily junk food eater. When the weight gain became undeniable at 25, I did what everyone says to do. I went to a dietitian. I was given that perfect plan: 1,200 calories, 5 home-cooked meals a day, and a massive list of forbidden foods. I tracked everything, but my tracker said no everywhere. Why? Because I was trying to change 100% of my life overnight, which is mathematically impossible for brain wired for addiction. I failed after 3 months and went back into my old habits. It wasn't until I was 29 when I stopped trying to fix everything at once. I made the 1% promise. No chips, no alcohol. That's it. Alcohol was easy, chips were difficult, but I knew it will work because that was just one gradual change. After 3 months of succeeding, I had the confidence to add coffee and chocolate to the list. And this is the compounding effect of 1% mindset. Fast forward to today, I've been following a professional meal plan for a few weeks now, and I'm absolutely loving it. Because I spent the last 4 years mastering the 1% mindset, I can now comfortably eat what the catering company gives me without a single craving for junk food. I don't feel restricted because I finally understand the process. But now, let's do something different. We are not going to talk about diets. I want to show you an interview with Sir Dave Brailsford. He's the former performance director for British Cycling, who took a team that hadn't won anything in 100 years and turned them into the most dominant force in the history of the sport. And you might be wondering how coaching elite cyclists is similar to struggling with food, but bear with me, you will see.
Small steps stick. Whereas you're trying to do something big, you can go with something big for a little while. We all go to the gym in January now, in a couple of weeks' time. We'll go full gas in the gym, and then, of course, by February or mid-February, we've all stopped again. Not, generalization, but you know what I mean. And why is that? Whereas we're trying to make too big a change, that's not sustainable. And it's quite rare that you can make major change and make it sustainable, but it's quite easy to make small incremental change and make them stick. And it's the stickability over time, I think, which makes the big difference.
What Sir Dave is talking about here is the concept called the aggregation of marginal gains. When he took over the team, he didn't look for one giant fix. He looked for 1% improvements in everything, from the aerodynamics of the bike to the specific pillows the rider slept on to ensure better recovery. This is exactly where we go wrong with food. We try to go full gas in January, cutting all the joy out of our lives, only to quit in February because it's not sustainable. When you focus on marginal gains, you stop fighting your biology and start working with it. You don't need to change your entire life by tomorrow morning. You just need to find your own 1% win, make it stick, and let the compounding do the rest. Because if you can just improve 1%, the relationship that you have with your food, you'll have no cravings or eat perfect full meal plans, and eventually this will become your new normal.